Now that we've got different things going on, we're going to make some adjustments to make this game operate much more smoothly. We'll add the win-lose thing. I'm going to show you how to make it look like a loading screen. Just some different things to add a little bit of realism. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to labels, and I'm going to go back to costumes. I am going to just kind of add those names. The nice part is the code updates when I make changes like that. I am going to create a new one from painting. So here's my blank one. I'm going to call this one loading 1. No spaces. Okay. I'm going to use my text tool. I'm going to make a box that says loading space. I'm going to do 1 dot. Okay. You're going to see how this, see how this gets going here soon. So we're going to switch it to pixel so that it has that old-timey game look to it. I'm going to put this in the center. And you know what? I'm actually fine with the purple. So I'm going to duplicate it, double click, put another period at the end, duplicate it. The nice part is it's numbering them for me. And on loading 3, I'm going to put that there. And here's how I can now animate a loading screen that I'm going to use a couple of different places. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I am going to use the costume blocks, the looks blocks. Okay, switch costume 2, and I am going to use a wait. And I'm going to do half a second. Okay, so loading 1, duplicate, loading 2, duplicate. So that says level 2. Loading 2, loading 3. Okay, I'm going to duplicate this whole stack so that it loops twice. This is going to get really long. Okay, so but kind of keep track. So these are each half a second. So there's 1 second, 2 seconds, that's 3 seconds. Okay, I switch the costume and then it waits, and that's the 4th second. Okay, I am actually going to right now duplicate this, and I know I'm going to need 3 of them. So I'm going to put 1 at the very beginning, scroll down, and again, like I said, I know this is going to get long. This is actually where my block, I wasn't planning on doing this, but let's go ahead and do this. Loading. I'm going to get rid of this. I put this over here, put that there. I am going to grab this out, grab this out, get rid, and we're going to do that there. All right, and all I'm going to do is put loading at the beginning. So this is a great thing. If it's going to be something that's repetitive, you can turn it into a single block using the stack. And here's what's going to happen, is that right there. Okay, and again, that should take 4 seconds. So I'm going to add some things to make this much more smooth. So under my robots, the first thing I'm going to do is when I look at this set score and forever right there, I'm going to add a 4-second wait. Okay, that should mean that my robots do not appear right away. Now, I'm also going to add a 4-second wait after the repeat 10 times. Okay, that should give time for the next one to go. The other thing I'm going to add is I'm going to add a wait until, because this loop would continue to happen. If you noticed, I ended up with 66 points the last time I ran this because it just kept going. All right. So I want it to do this, wait 4 seconds, and then I want it to pause until something happens before it goes back into the repeat. All right, and here's exactly what I want. I'm going to grab an OR block. We haven't used an OR block before in this game. So this condition is true or this condition is true, then it'll pass. It's going to be an equals condition on the score. And the score is either going to equal 10, duplicate that, or 30. Again, when it gets to 60, we're going to have it game over, or I'm sorry, you win, and that's going to be a different piece of code. So it's going to wait until that happens. But that might, I think that needs to be inverted. Okay, let's put it that way and we'll switch it back. So stop the game, start the game, loading goes twice, level 1, that goes away. Now I can play. I get to 10. Loading goes twice, level 2 starts. Again, I'm going to put more of a separation in here so you can't just spam click. Loading goes, level 3, robots come really, really fast. At 60, it does do loading again, and it does level 3 again. And the reason it does that is because we haven't set up the win part of this, okay? Which we're going to do on the label. On the label, the event is when clicked, forever, if then, and we want to broadcast win. I'm just going to grab that now. Okay, and that is if the score is equal to 60. Score and we might as well, instead of having something waiting for it to change, we might as well switch costume and go to costumes. I'm going to duplicate level 3. It's going to call itself level 4. That's not what I want. We're going to call it win. And whatever creative way you're going to say, you win, because you win. I'm going to center that up. You win. And switch costume to win. Okay. And then we can proceed to go in. We don't need to put the you win part on the robot, but we do need to put it on the thing. When I receive win, hide. And oh, it still says you win. Let's go back to my label. When clicked, oh, let's make sure we switch. When we set level to 1, we're going to set costume to blank so that we oh, sorry, that's needs to go there. And there we go. Go again. And yes, you get to watch me play all over again. This is kind of why I also keep the laser as being able to be sent so often. And you can see that that goes. Now, I believe, yeah, you can phantom shoot. And the way we can fix that is by looking at my cloning one, and we're going to add an if then. So if we're going to go if then, and then we're going to add a not, and then we're going to add an equal to, and you might know where this is going. If our score is not equal to 60, keep going. If our score is equal to 60, then this part should not happen anymore. And sorry, you got to watch me do it one more time. And I did something wrong, as in when I clicked. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add a wait 0 seconds, which I know sounds like a silly thing to add. But sometimes when your first command isn't being followed. So you notice I had to double click the green flag to get my rocket ship to show. If you add a wait 0 seconds in front of it, a lot of times it'll take care of that. So here we go with level 1. And we get all of them loading. Level 2. Again, I shouldn't be able to do this, but again, once you get your game, you're not going to want to let them shoot this fast. You can increase that wait time. You can see, as even when I keep pressing the space bar, it won't go any further. In the next video, we're going to add a cool function where if you lose, because we already have that programmed in, if you lose, we can do a quick restart within the game.